Give it a minute, see if anybody pops in. Probably not. But question's been going on for everyone, which is really better. Trojan PR4, Ocelot R88. Not a lot of people have shown a lot of true details on which car is really better. People will do random tests, but there are keys to these cars that have not been shown yet, and I have determined them. So first, check out the PR4. Cars, customization wise, PR4 a lot better. Body even looks better. But overall stats fairly similar. They both get up to speed fairly quick. They both typically cap out around 104 until you start damaging the body. Damage the spoilers, break them off. Change the speed of the car. Both of them have KERS boost, but the regen is only when you let off the accelerator and are decelerating. If you accelerate and you stop, you don't gain any boost. And there we go. Oh. A little funky getting it to work sometimes. Get you up to speed, and you'll slow right down. PR4 has way better gauges. I will say that. But as you can see, slows down a little bit. You can force it into higher, but it'll typically drop back down. Getting them to about 103, 104, typically where a stick at when they're undamaged. But I will show off. Crashing into objects doesn't really work. Crashing into entities will easily break the parts off. So there goes the front spoiler. Car still handles fairly fine. They do shift a little bit when you damage them, but that'll be something I'll show off later on. As you can see, the car now accelerates to about 110 to 113. And if you simply... Oops, car got too close to me. Break the spoiler off by running into anything in reverse. And there goes some of the front panels. Oh well. The main body panels don't really do anything. I've noticed maybe a difference in 1 mile, so negligible. But as you can see, immediately a higher speed. Going about 118 to 120 is your max with the no spoiler, no front spoiler. And if you get going to top, give it a second. Out of the way of the traffic. You can get some real boost with the KERS. So if you're one of the people that likes to do those free mode events, top speed challenge, PR4, very good vehicle to use, just break your spoilers off. I've reached a top speed of over 170, I think it was 174, doing one of those. But as you can see, gets there, stays there fairly well, soars around. You know, I can dash back and forth, no problem. And get into town, we can show you what the cars look like with no body frame. If you're one of the people that likes to ram into the yellow pylons, you will lose all of your body panels immediately. Where is an NPC? Toledo Bay is dead today. Where's all the NPCs at? There's one. Oh, come on. Get back up. Damn it. Oh, come on. Not one to work. Okay, let's try... Nope. God damn it! Making me look like a fool, game. Physics permitting, easiest way to break your body panels off in the city, just like that. Now we'll use Esther to ditch that 1 star from running into an NPC. Suck the LSPD.
How can I help? Oh, hey, you're in trouble. Okay, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, overall, not too bad. They look fairly similar, stripped down. I do think some aspects of the PR4, like the R88, is a bit cleaner when it's broken apart. I think the top bit on the PR4 is a little silly. It doesn't like to pop off. The exhaust is a bit different between the two, and the back end is a bit different. Ignore the fact that I have glitched out tires. I was curious to see if it would change anything. It's negligible. You get a bit less slipperiness on burnouts. Other than that, not really much. I do think the main part of this car looks better, though. And then we'll get out the R88.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. It's coming at you.
Come on. Okay, right off the bat, you can see gauges a lot more annoying. You can't duck. You can't use guns in either vehicle, which sucks and it's kind of stupid. But this one, the gauges are invisible, but they have numbers at the bottom so you can still see, and the one in the middle is your speed, which I personally don't really care for. I think that's a little stupid and they should have the same gauge. Granted, it does let you tell a bit differently which vehicle you're in, but this one doesn't have the same modifications. You can't get the same front end. Side panels are kind of stupid looking, but the real key comes with the damage. As you'll see, easily gets up there too. And wasn't paying attention. Easily gets up there to speed, has the boost the same. And then, 103, and it's going to hold right about 103, 104. But, key difference with this one is, we'll get a full-on head-on collision. Nothing to the front spoiler. We'll turn around. Back spoiler does break off, which ends up being one of the key differences between these two cars. Because notice, I can't use the boost for whatever reason. There we go. Get over speed just so I can show you the top on this one. Damaged. Drops down. It will not hold at 118 because you can't break the front spoiler off. So, you lose out on top speed because this car can't be damaged. But something I noticed earlier... Nope, fucking cars. Come on. There's proof. You have to decelerate to get it to generate. Which I don't like. And sometimes it won't activate. Like right... Oh. Okay, it's being weird. Earlier I'd let off after using it for a second, and it wouldn't let me fire it again. Very finicky on the boosters on these cars. But, notice, that was the car. This car is slidey because of the difference of having the front without the back. Just like that. The PR4 does not do that. They do sound really good in tunnels. And we'll do it again. I'll do a brief to the left and then back to the right after I pass this car. That's all the way over in either direction. It makes the car immediately spin out. And you cannot break off that bumper. I have tried a bunch. It's really annoying. If they made them the same, this car might actually compare in a different way. But because of that, it ruins it. You know, and this being the cheaper car, that's a bit of a difference that is kind of key to a car. If you have a car that breaks apart, which if you're playing around in this game, you're gonna break apart. If you're playing a race and the game has it to where the cars can be damaged, I haven't played the races yet, that's gonna screw you over, because if you're playing with a person and they ram into you from behind, there goes your rear spoiler. Guess what? You're in an R88, you're fucked. Your car won't handle as good. Now you're forced to be behind. Go into town and see if I can find an NPC. For whatever reason, they don't like the dirt. They like to glitch out like that. Also, dirt roads, top speed's reduced a little bit on with these cars. Asphalt, you're fine. Get in the dirt, you're slower. See if I can find me an NPC somewhere. There, I'll use this idiot. Hey idiot, get off your bike. Of course not. And they're not getting up. I just need one NPC. See, like even right there, slight tap to the side, you spin out. The front spoiler, without a back spoiler, ruins the handling on a car. The PR4, you don't really got to worry about that, because you're more likely to lose the front than you are the back. Let's see if one of these can do what I want. Nope. Kind of annoying I can't find any NPCs anywhere. There we go, that works. And you can see, so one thing I do like about this, it looks a lot cleaner on the back when it's broken apart. And there's no point to that because it's daytime. So we'll just do first person. See? Nicer looking engine. I don't care for the exhaust though. And the back looks a lot cleaner. Huh. Didn't notice that before. Yeah, see, front end fairly similar, a bit wider on this one, but the front spoiler, no matter what you do, does not want to break off, which I feel ruins this car. Yeah, that's a key difference. You want a car to be able to handle regardless of it getting beaten up. And if you can't break apart a part that needs to be broken off to improve your quality of your car, when you're in a race and people just break your parts off, that's not going to end well. Key loss in the quality of this car. And if you were somebody that was playing last week, you had a possibility to win the PR4 for free. If you haven't played today, the current car is the Off-Road Vagrant, I believe it's called. It's been a little while since I've seen the car. Basically the better quality off-road car from the Casino Heist DLC. And just to go back and show it again. Mechanic. Hey, Greek.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know.
And penthouse. PR4.
I'll bring it to you.
Doing alright. And if you haven't noticed, I am currently streaming. Currently no viewers, but that's to be expected. I'm just gonna get this saved onto YouTube after I'm done and let people see it. It'll be unmonetized, so nobody's gotta worry about that. Now let's break this thing apart. I don't do enough on YouTube to get monetized. And I don't really care. It's kind of silly. The more freedom people get to watch videos without having to deal with advertisements, I think people will enjoy it. Oh, he didn't break my thing off. Damn it. As I've stated before, you need entities to break the... Why the fuck is it reversing so slow? Feel like I can do that. Oh. They don't handle very well in reverse. Hey! Want your car for a ramming board? Wow, that was an instant hostility response. There we go. And all the way over, left and right. No slip whatsoever. These tires don't even count for that. The car was already like this. No slip. Car handles perfectly fine because you can break the front piece off. You know what? Why didn't I think to do that? Let me despawn the car. Respawn the car. I will show you in a little bit. Or you can join my lobby. I made myself a free... Oh, you're already in it. Okay. Also, if anybody... I'm sure I'm going to get some questions about that. PS4, just keep searching for a new lobby. It may take you a little while, but you'll easily find a non-populated lobby doing it, and they rarely repopulate. There we go. Break off just the front. And you can see, car suddenly slides all over the place. That is the critical difference. Therefore, guys, showing off the real facts. Grudging PR4 versus R88. Which one should you really buy? Sorry, you're going to be spending a little bit more money, but buy yourself that PR4. You're going to love it a lot more. If somebody decides to ram into you during a race and your spoiler pops off, well, guess what? Just run into someone else and break your front one off. You'll be perfectly fine. Try to do that in the R88, it ain't gonna work, and you're gonna have a hard time. That's all there is to it. That right there was a handbrake. See? Handbrake, you get a little bit of spin, but immediately regains control. So if you're somebody who likes power slides, it might be a little difficult with this car. They don't really like to do it. They're more of a downforce car. Oh, well, that's an easy way to break your side panels off. Just go sideways and let a car run into you. Or steal a car and run into the side of your car. That works. But with that, I'll end this stream. You know, pass it around, share it around. I ain't gonna request anybody to like or subscribe or anything like that. I don't care. Everybody can do whatever they want. But, you know, I figured I would share the real facts because nobody shared this information yet. Let everybody know the real truth about these cars. Which one's really better? PR4 all the way. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. I don't actually know how to stop it.